I did my stream today and a bunch of people were not happy about the patch notes. I haven't read them yet. I literally just clicked record and we're going to go over it right now. This update is update 1.4.2.0. God, you just gotta love the numbers, don't you? It's so confusing, it really is. Can we just do it by like update 1, update 2, update 3, and just do it like that? It's just so much easier. But welcome, guys. We are going to go over all of this and talk about the patch notes. We're actually also using the SL9. Who would have thought, right? So, because with the SL9, if you put on the burst fire attachment, you can actually increase the rate of fire. It's like the only gun what you can do it with. And we're playing on breakthrough. And by the looks of it, we're actually doing pretty good. So this update is going to be released on the 18th. All right. And with this update, you're going to get yourself a new map, the Wake Island. Well, it's technically a remake, you think about it, if you ever played the classics. I'm super excited for it. You guys got to let me know if you're excited about it as well. In BF5, I really liked it. And I also liked it in the classic ones as well. So we're going to get that map. I'm really curious to see how it's going to turn out because all the boats and everything. We're going to get some new jets. And that's what's making me really interested about this patch note. Because as we're going to get new jets, I wonder what's going to be in there to improve the jets overall. Because many of you guys have been talking about it and not as happy with the jet gameplay recently. Or overall just never happy with it. And I totally understand why. I've been doing a lot more jets myself because I want to practice. But we're going to get 2 new jets and what I'm really excited for. And then we're also going to get a new sniper called the Interdictor. A little bit of a weird name, honestly. But yeah, hopefully that's going to be a pretty nice sniper. This map here, Sewer Reef, is also going to get a new mode. It's going to be called Carrier Strike. I don't think any of us know exactly how it's going to turn out. But we've seen like plenty of images. We've seen the trailers now. So there's going to obviously be 2 aircraft carriers. Maybe you have to like deal damage to them and stuff. They have the Top Gun event, so you can do like just jets only. And there's also going to be a mode for the Battle Royale, or it could be like an add-on for the Battle Royale, where the Carrier Strike is also going to be on that too. So some big stuff what's going to come into this update for sure, especially content-wise. I still wish we just get more than one map, you know. The first thing we'll start off with is the free-to-play session. From August the 18th all the way to the 25th, this game will be free-to-play. It's good to hear about that because it's always good to have free-to-play sessions. But I'm actually going to do that on my PC. Because, like, I don't know about you guys, but there's no need to pay another $60 or $80 for a game what you already owe. And, like, my account is already synced to my Steam, so if I do play on PC, my entire data is already transferred over. But if I'm gonna do that, I have to buy the game again. And dude, like, come on. So I've just been waiting for a free-to-play weekend or a free-to-play session to happen, so I can actually jump on my PC and show you guys some PC skills, I guess. I am doing much more better on PC for sure. It's been about, what, 2 years now I've been practicing on keyboard and mouse. But yeah, unfortunately, I get a lot of slack being on controller, was kind of crazy. Dude, I'm really enjoying this gun. Yeah, I'll show the setup build for this gun if you guys are interested. Oh, I hurt him. Hey, go back, go back. A little bit of pea shooter time to time. But the rate of fire increase is pretty nice. The thing what I read in the patch note, when it comes to the jets, you guys are going to start earning more points. This was something what I actually heard recently, where someone said to me, it's like, hey, I love flying in choppers or jets, but I just don't get much XP. That's kind of questionable because there's some people out there who like do farming consistently with like attack chopper on Liberation Peak, and they get tons of XP. But I actually do understand because, as I said, I've been practicing with choppers myself recently. You probably noticed that on the channel with a lot of stuff. But now, when it comes to all of this, when you're having a fight with like jets or whatever, once they pull their flares, you're going to get points for it. So the points is going to be so much more consistent than it ever was before. Just having an overall gunfight against a jet or a chopper and they pop their flares, you're going to get XP. But is that going to be just jets, or is it... Oh, that was close. But is it going to be just jets, or is it also ground vehicles? Because, like, once if I do a lock-on, and then once I've done that lock on, they pop their flares. Do I get points too? That would be pretty nice. I'll get that revive there. There is more changes when it comes to the water mechanics. You probably realize a lot of it when you're trying to revive your teammates. It's pretty bugged up. That's especially even on ground more than anything. But they have improved it on the water side, picking up your teammates, swimming, just the overall performance of how you are in the water. I also have been hearing some of you guys have been having some weird performance issues in the water. What's been really weird. Like, if people have been saying to me, they're like, hey, Neon, I've been getting some stutter issues just when I'm swimming. That's kind of weird. I don't really know what to say or what's going to happen with that. But yeah, hopefully that gets sorted. But unfortunately, looking at the patch notes, there's nothing about that. So if any of you guys have been having issues on PC with stuttering, especially just being in the water, try to update your graphics card at least. Because they did put out an update, the recent patch, fixing some issues and fixing some stuttering when it comes to the NVIDIA card. So try to update it, especially if you're on a 40 series card, because that's probably the biggest part of it all. What's that? Oh, what's this guy doing? Another part when it comes to improving the jets, they're going to improve the landing gear. This is the takeoff and the landing itself. I don't know about you guys, but really, once I like lift off in the jets, I usually don't land it, you know? And to be fair, I don't even know if I can land it, because every time I attempt it, I feel like I just crash each time. The reason why they're doing this is probably because we're going to have aircraft carriers, so it makes total sense to land on it. Like, why would you have an aircraft carrier where you can't even land on it at all, you know? There's someone in here. He's also... Oh, look at that. There's a beacon. Dude, please spawn on this. Please spawn on this. Haha! You gotta love it. You gotta love it. When it comes to the patrol boats, have there been times where you guys are being locked on and you pull them smoke out, and then when that happens, the rocket will still hit you? Even if they're like locking onto you, you hit smoke flares, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't work. It's really annoying when that happens. Many times, especially in tanks, you could just pop the smoke out and then it avoids the lock-ons. But with the patrol boat, that wasn't the case at all. Even if you pop that smoke, it will still come at you. Wasn't really happy about that at all. I feel like it was kind of busted. You know, like the patrol boat obviously is pretty beefy, don't get me wrong. But you don't want to be just so busted where everyone's just going to take full advantage of you. See, what I learned when it comes to... Oh my goodness. What I learned when it comes to the patrol boats... Hang on. Close it again. Oh. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh, no, 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 no. Close it. How many times am I closing it and opening this door, huh? He's right there, dude. He's right there. Go on, you push it. You push it. And that's it? Okay, yeah. Yeah, as I said, like, the patrol boats is really nice, but you want it to be correctly, you know? You don't want to get absolutely hammered. But I have learned, if you go and use the aim-guided missiles, dude, that is so fun to use against, like, anything. Choppers, boats. It's honestly probably the most easiest thing to do to take down vehicles, because you can sit, like, so far away, and you can just do the aim-guided missiles all the time. Everyone's been doing it. Sooner or later, they got to be changing it, surely. So I'm laying down right now because I was reading his patch notes, and I was trying to find out more about the boats. But there's really nothing important changed with them. What is actually really disappointing, because the one thing I was expecting was like the mobility with the boats, because like you try to use it and you try to turn around, and maybe this is like a controller issue more than anything, but I would be trying to turn to the left and all of a sudden I'm going backwards, turning to the right, and it doesn't feel that good at all. Like, I don't want to be like super fast, of course not, but I actually feel like the patrol boat, it was kind of the same what the tanks were originally like, because you try to use the tanks before, it would be so difficult to turn around with it. But they made it like really, really good now. But the patrol boats, it's like what the tanks were before. But I'm looking at them patch notes and there's nothing about it. So they haven't fixed anything like that. So having patrol boats really sluggish, that's going to still happen. What's pretty disappointing news. I don't think any of us are happy about that. See, now I understand why you guys are being pretty annoyed about this update. You know, I was saying to my stream about it, I was like, just wait until I record a video and I go over the patch notes and everything like that. But, oh, you're joking me. Of course, the noob tube. But yeah, reading stuff like that and they haven't improved the mobility on the boats is pretty disappointing. Let me switch ourselves over real quick to the VSS because there's some stuff we need to talk about this gun. Apparently, they had an intentional bug when it comes to the recoil's behavior with a certain attachment. No one actually knows which attachment that actually is. And it's kind of cool that it worded this in a certain way because I guess this bug hasn't become like a big known thing. And they obviously don't want to share it either. Oh, you lucky son of a gun. See, look, he's doing the same thing. He's using that gun too. But yeah, apparently there's like an unintentional behavior with the recoil pattern on the VSS. Hey, does anyone want to pick me up? Okay, I was dying there. So no one really knows exactly how that is, but they have changed it for this update. And when that update does come out on August the 18th, we're going to find out if this gun has more recoil or less recoil. That's going to be pretty interesting. There's no way it's going to be less recoil. This gun is already so brutal as it is. If they do stuff like that and they add like less recoil, dude, it's going to be wild. So make sure on August the 18th, okay, test out this gun here, right? The VSS right? Give it a go. Tell me how you feel about it. I'll be doing the same thing as well when the update drops. They also have changed the multiplayer adjustments. I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe they're increasing the damage or lessen the damage. There's no way they're increasing the damage. It's got to be less the damage because this gun is hitting so hard. So look at that. Look how quick they go. There's times you take them down so quick, the body don't even hit the ground. Is that guy down here? Oh. Yeah. What was guy right here? Yeah, look. This. What are you doing in that little corner, huh? Because you're hiding behind a tree. And get yourself down. Go around. I've got to show you guys the performance of this gun. Because we never know what's going to happen with this gun now, do we? Like, sooner or later, it could be an insane weapon. Well, it already is. But it could be even more insane. Or it could be really, really bad. I'm assuming they're going to just make this gun tough. They got to, man. I think it's already too easy. Okay, let's go. Oh, he was in the corner. So there's a thing what they're going to be changing when it comes to the crosshairs. You see how I'm doing right now? I'm moving like this. Well, when you aim down sight, you're going to kind of have like a different type of crosshair. But that's going to give you the bloom and the spread. So if you're using a weapon, the wider it will be, it's going to give you basically a demonstration going, hey, this weapon has a lot of spread right now. You want to tap fire. Or you can just spray and pray and just hope for the best. But it's just an easy indication to kind of tell you guys of how much spread is performing between each weapon. I don't know if you want to have this on by like default or you actually want to turn this off. I see that I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to try it out at least to see. But that's going to be pretty cool because like once you get into multiplayer game, like you can usually test out your spreads in the firing range or you can test out a multiplayer. But actually getting like an indication of how your spread and bloom is going to be performing with a weapon, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to like that a lot, man. It's also going to really easily tell you guys which weapons have the less spread. Because if something's not moving at all, then you're kind of sorted with that gun, right? There's a guy right there. Look at him. Oh, someone got him. Yeah, that's going to be a really cool thing. But you can turn it on and off. But they did say it's going to be on by default. So everyone, once you get that downloaded, that update for August the 18th, you're already going to instantly notice that change. So don't worry about turning it on to try it out. It's already going to be on. The question is if you don't want it on, you have to turn it off, okay? But I will make a video about it, tell you guys how to turn it off. Because I don't think I want to use it. Because, like, this is the one thing I see right now. Is that it seems all good and all to have stuff like that to understand the spread on a weapon. But there's just an extra indication or an extra UI on your screen. And I don't know about you guys, but like having a chunk of UI stuff on your screen, it's already hard enough to read the game. I wish they had like some good customization what they had in BF1, where you can make the HUD smaller, like you can make the kill feed really small, the score icon small. I loved it when they did it like that. Some extra context when it comes to this crosshair stuff. So it is called ADS dispersion crosshair. You're going to find it in the HUD crosshair settings. But they said it's actually going to be enabled by default in the fire range. So you probably have to test it and turn it on for its multiplayer side. That's going to be kind of like the compass type of thing, where you can have the compass just for BR or just for the multiplayer. I'm assuming that's the same thing, but it's the firing range and multiplayer. I don't know how many of you guys are competitive players, but it has been really rough for many people to try to host tournaments. In the Portal side, they're going to be improving it. So if you guys want to host your own tournament and everything like that, you can now with a lot more ease. I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I just guess they're just making it easier for people to host tournaments, pretty much. Everything in this patch note is very vague, and it's kind of annoying, actually, because, like, I'm reading it, and I don't really understand it, you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of just taking the nudge from it and just assuming certain things. Like, obviously, I play the game all of the time, so I'm pretty much right about it, let's be real, because I know what I'm talking about. But they're improving the Portal side, so it's going to make it easier for you guys doing servers for competitiveness. And I totally understand, because I have a story for you when it actually comes to this. Everyone knows the YouTuber Enders, right? Surely you know Enders. Everyone knows him. You like him, you don't like him, that's totally fine. At the end of the day, I like the guy. He's totally cool. He's a chill dude. But as I said, you like him, you don't like him, that doesn't matter to me right now. But what I'm trying to talk about is the fact that he was doing a RedSec tournament recently. And when he was doing that tournament, he had to wait like 3 hours for that game to start, because they had to try to get everyone into that server. You know how annoying that is? Like, you just sit there for 3 hours just waiting? That's crazy. What? So hopefully that's going to make it easier for any of you guys doing custom stuff. You know, I'll probably have to try like a competitive game at one point, right? That's got to be a lot of fun. I've never done competitive for this game before. I don't think I would stand a chance, but it'd be good for a little fun. As we was talking about... Okay, well, can I at least do my video, bro? Come on, man. Jesus. Every time. So talking about Enders, I feel like I'm going to turn into him right now, because I don't have some nice things to say. That's it. That is it for the patch notes. Yeah. So everything I just talked about and covered and everything, right? That's it. Like, I understand we're getting new content. Hooray. You know, I obviously love getting new content. You know, it's what keeps me playing all the time. But in the patch notes, that's it. There's nothing else. And I don't understand, because, like, during the Season 4 launch, the patch notes was really weak too. And I was just assuming it's because it was the launch of a new season. They're going to add more in the next patch. Well, the next patch came along, and it was the same thing. It was basically just nothing. So this one came along, and I thought, yes, now we're definitely going to get something. But no, it is literally the same way. It's so little of content, and so little of fixing the game. Like, how many times have you guys been getting the black screen stuff on your PC? That's constantly happening. Oh, bless me. Well, for you guys, it was like 1 second. But for me, it's been like 45 minutes. I was making this video, and my stomach started going a little bit crazy on me. I suffer with IBS, unfortunately. So I've just been on the toilet, dropping a massive 2042. But we're here back now, so I can complain about the game again. It is disappointing to get little stuff with this game. It kind of makes no sense. I talked about this previously before, with the amount of studios working on Battlefield 6. I don't understand why we're getting so little, like, updates and everything, because there's so much they need to work and improve on. Yet that's just not happening. I already talked about this, and when I talked about it, I said that, hey, they're probably just making the next Battlefield already. That's why there's less people working on it, and that probably is the case, because we're just getting less and less updates. And this has been the least one so far. And I totally understand now why everyone was, like, saying to me, like, Neon, like, you gotta read the patch notes, it's not good. And I thought everyone was just being, like, you know, kind of oversaturated, like, oh, okay, you know what I mean, like, is it really that bad? But you guys heard everything I just said. There's literally nothing really changed. Like, I'm glad we're getting the new content, but that is it. So you guys got to let me know in the comment section below how you feel about all of this. It is disappointing, but at least we're still progressing with the game nevertheless. We're still getting content. Just want them to be a bit more faster, you know. If you guys didn't see one of my videos recently over this week, I was talking a lot about the YouTube change. So because of that happening with shorts, it means I'm going to be focusing way more on my horizontals. I already do anyway, but as the shorts are not going to benefit me at all anymore now, I'm going to be making much more longer videos. So as long as you guys like seeing this type of content, I'm going to keep doing it, okay? So you just please let me know by leaving a like, telling me in the comment section. If you're enjoying the longer content, I'm going to keep doing it again, all right? I also kind of like the more of the sincere of it, because, you know, you get my honest opinion about stuff, get my live reactions, and I feel like as well, when I do this type of content, even when I show myself, like, dying in the game, hopefully it might make people realize that I'm not a cheater. Because, like, every time I make videos, I'm usually showing off, like, the best parts of my videos. You know, showing off, like, the good highlights. And there was one comment what someone put into my shorts recently. And he was just like, oh, man, this guy probably plays, like a bunch of hours a day to show off, like, a 2-minute clip. And that is pretty much what it is. You could play, like, 5 to 6 hours a day just to show off, like, a 2-minute footage. But I kind of like how much more organic this type of content is. It makes it feel more real. You know what I mean? Oh, 95? If you do enjoy the longer content, just let me know what is your limit of long content. Like, what is too long? I feel like 40 minutes is kind of pushing it. Over 20 minutes, I'm totally cool with. I think 30 minutes is the limit, right? I don't know. How long do you think, guys? I think anything over 40 minutes is just too much, like, surely. Because at that point, it basically becomes a live stream, you know what I mean? Oh, he's in building right here, yeah. Oh, he didn't get him. Alright, moving up a little bit. There we go. After this game, I'm going to show you guys the setup for the gun, okay? I know some of you guys are asking that right now. You're like, hey, Neil, what's the setup for this gun? Oh my god, there's so many people around me! Running. Oh, you see that dive? Lucky guy, man. Lucky guy. I don't even know he's still there or not. Oh yeah, he's definitely still there. The hills. Put the smoke. Go. Hey teammate. Close this door. Oh, enemy in there? What the hell is he doing there? Oh, there's one right here. Dude, they have no clue I'm here, right? Surely not. Oh, I see the other guy up in that building. Give it a second. Give it a second. Don't want them to see us.
Okay, enemy has lost over half its troops.
Okay. Oh. Okay, go back, go back, back. Dude, they are all around me. Come on, guys. I can't believe I'm literally the only one on this B flag right now. Okay, someone's on it. Oh my god, guys, please. There's only 2 people on this flag. I'm playing Breakthrough and 2 people capturing or defending the flag. It's nuts. Like, I can't do all of that on my own. Okay, okay, easy, easy. More coming. They're all around me too. Yeah, they're all super close. One close. Yep. Oh, one here. Sweaty, sweaty. Sweaty player. Going up. Dude, that guy had an EOD bot. Alright, we're really exposing this side now. All the best I can. We literally have 55 tickets until the win. All around me. Another one. Okay, he's done. Dude, look at us go, man. Who would have thought the SL9 was this good? Huh? Just adding the burst fire with it. It's pretty weak at ranges, though. Like, I want to show you how weak it is at range. See what I mean? I need to get the 60 magazine for it. Oh my god, look at them all. What? Hang on, hang on, hang on. You see? There's a bit of a pea shoot at that range. Oh, I'm so glad that team locked in, though. Send there's someone here. You're right there. Two of them. Another one next to me. Oh, they have a beacon over there, too. Yeah, chuck the smoke. Go over there. That's it. GG. GG. Oh, look at this. I believe I got like one extra doing it like that. Let's go back ourselves out. I want to show you guys the setup, what I'm rocking with. I'm glad we won that game. That was a little bit of a tough one defending at the start, and we progressed ourselves through it, and there was nothing they could do afterwards. So here we go. This is the SL9. What I'm using is my 1x sight, the burst fire. They increase that rate of fire, okay? Because if you change it, the rate of fire changes from a 675 to a 771. So you want to have that. Standard rounds, I've got the 30 right now. I do need to change it because it would be pretty good to go for the 60. But you see how many points it takes? 55 points? Dude, I got to remove so much stuff else. I'm using my 20 points grip. The cryo attachment, really important, helps out the precision. And then I'm using the 20 point suppressor with the green laser sight. So there you go. That is the full setup for the SL9. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Tell me if you want to see more of this type of content. As we have already talked about with the update, pretty disappointing to be fair, but hopefully they can get it better, because it needs to be. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and like always, I'll see you on the battlefield.